If I say this, will that be the end of my career? Be damned if I allow them to take all my time in the military and pretty much foresee my future for me. Post notification.
There's a word, right?
Post notification?
Notification. Start over.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Lizzie. For those of you who do not know, Damien will not be a part of this video because he's not here, and this video is more so about me. So this video, as you already seen by the title, is going to be why I'm getting out and why you should not base your decision to join the military or not to join the military based off of the things that I will be talking about in this video. So go ahead and do me a favor, go ahead and like this video, share this video to your friends, family, mama, cousin, all of them people who would find this video helpful, who would not find this video helpful. It doesn't matter. The support is what is so helpful to me and to us and to the channel and to you guys. So, and go ahead, most importantly, go ahead and subscribe, click your post notifications. So turn your post notifications on and you will be notified when we post a video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, as I already mentioned, I will be discussing, or I will be talking to you guys about why I'm getting out the military. So many things have happened since I've been in the military, and I'm not sure if you guys are religious, but if you're not, please don't find what I'm about to say disrespectful. I hope it does not offend you, but I just feel like God has given me a lot of signs as to why or when I should get out of the military. For instance, I've had the worst 3 commands where I've been stationed, so they have not been the best, but that doesn't mean, okay, so when I say they haven't been the best, so the first one was completely horrible. I don't really remember anyone from my first ship or anything like that. Just know it was just always bad. My second ship, even though the command was bad, the people were great. So it canceled out the negative aspects of it in a sense, because even though I knew I was going to deal with, or I knew I was going to have, sorry, my nail's broke and this one's about to come off. But even though I know going into work that day that I was going to have some type of negative whatever coming from the chain of command, like the higher ups, I knew that the people that I surrounded myself with, so the people I worked with, it was going to make it better. So in a couple videos back, I believe I discussed and talked about how the division that I was in, the department division that I was in on the ship, my last command, it was very family oriented. So I really felt like they were my family and they really helped me get through a lot of things. So with that being said, that's not what the video about. That command was not that bad compared to where I am now. This command where I am is horrible. People were like, oh my gosh, that is the best command ever. Like, you're going to really enjoy your time there. You're going to be able to do so much. And it honestly was the opposite. And if you're a junior sailor in the military, your voice is not as heard as someone who is in a senior position, if that makes sense. So let's go down to rankings. So if you have an E3 who really wants to speak up and say something, they have to go through different channels because of respect to the rank and the time and all of that. 9 times out of 10, if they're LPO, so E6, E5, whoever the LPO is, feel like it's not worth going up, it probably won't go up, and it probably just be handled right there and then and there. And that's what I mean by our voices not being heard. So, and at the moment, and I'm so sorry to say, women, this applies to you so much. The one moment that you speak up and you want to let your opinions and your thoughts be heard, they're not going to want to listen to disrespect. So obviously, speaking in the most respectful manner, you're going to like try to put your thoughts and opinions out. And especially like guys in position and other female in higher positions, they take it like, oh, she's sassy, oh, she's feisty. And that's not even the case, honestly. Like, you just been dealing with this for so long, and you just really, like, you had enough and you want to speak up about it. And the moment you do, because it's so much built up inside of you, it just comes out a different way to them. Even though you could be saying it the most respectful, using sir, ma'am, or you can be using their LS1 or chief. Like, you can be saying it just like that and have the most calm voice ever, and it's still disrespectful, or you're being too much. That's what I'm saying about that. Though the command that I'm at right now is completely horrible. All the things that I'm experiencing now, I have never experienced at any of the commands that I'm at. I've gotten in trouble since I've been here. I almost went up to Captain's Mass. Captain's Mass, you will actually learn about that in boot camp as well. Captain's Mass is where they determine if you will be punished or not. Mind you, I didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't because of something I did. It was only because I was the senior sailor involved. And I wasn't even involved. It was just I knew about it and didn't say anything about it. However, they will preach to you all day long in the military. Okay, so you have two sailors and you're able to handle it at your level. Handle it at your level. But if you cannot handle it at your level, you're going to obviously bring your chain of command in. But if it's something like two junior sailors are maybe having like, you know, just like catty talk or whatnot between each other, and you're able to just say, hey, look, LS3, LSN, just cut it out, like separate yourselves. Like if you're able to handle at your level, you're not gonna go and tell, oh, LS1, so this is what happened, separate. Like, you're not gonna do that. It's nowhere you're gonna do that. Like, not even in the civilian, where you're not gonna separate two individuals and say, hey, and then go run and tell your supervisor, hey, this is what I did. Like, that's not a thing. So I didn't do that, and somehow I still got in trouble. But that was, since I've been at this command, I think I've had, so the almost captain's mass was one side, and then there was another, I've had problems with just having the like a corrupted chain of command. That's how I look at it. So the chain of command isn't the best. You cannot go to them, you cannot rely on them, you can't trust them. So, and you don't want that in your chain of command. And not all chain of commands are like that. Like, there are a lot of chain of commands where you can, like my own personal, section LPO, he's very trustworthy. Like, I can text him and say, hey, LS1, I'm gonna be a couple minutes late, without him judging me, without him ready to counsel me, or without him going to tell chief or whatnot, hey, LS2 Johnson, she's like, I don't have to worry about those things with him. So I can trust him for a fact. I can trust him. And that's what you want. You want to build trust with your sailors. You don't want to break that trust, because once you break that trust with your junior sailors, it's very hard to get that back. And it's very hard to keep a clear line of communication with them. So with all my other chain of command, I don't speak to them, because I only speak when necessary, because I don't want my words to be misconstrued, and I don't want them to use my words against me. So I don't speak. And to them, it might seem like I have an attitude or not. I just been at this command too long to know when to speak and when not to speak. And I will be damned if I allow them to take all my time in the military and pretty much foresee my future for me. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't want them to choose what happens to me. I intend on getting out with honorable discharge and all of my benefits. I deserve my benefits. After 3 years of doing great service to the Navy, I deserve my benefits, and I will keep my benefits. They will not subject me to being discharged dishonorably without no benefits. I say all that to say, a new NAV admin came out. So the NAV admin, that stands for Navy Admin, the Navy Administration Personnel Command. They, well, Navy HR, the hiring or whatever, they released a new NAV admin saying that they're looking to separate individuals who are looking to get out. So they're looking to do that. I am one of those individuals. For my specific rate and rank, so I'm an LS2, they're looking to press out a certain amount, and I feel like I have a good chance. So I would like to get out and pursue education, like further my education. I don't want to keep trying. That's another thing that is another sign that I feel like God is like throwing at me like, hey, you came here to go to school. They told you were able to go to school. And not once, but over like 5 times where did they affect you negatively when it came to school. Made me late. They weren't approving my chit, which is just like a request to do school, because in the Navy you have to request everything. And then it's just so many different things. Things are just so backwards here. I'm not used to it, and I don't want to get used to it. I shouldn't have to get used to things that don't make sense. I don't want to be stuck. I feel like a lot of people, they stay in the military because they feel stuck, and they feel as though when they get out they won't be able to do anything great with their lives. But I feel as though greatness is on you, is about what you can do, and no one else can tell you, oh, you can't go to school, oh, you're going to fail that class, oh, you're going to be homeless. Like, only you can predict, only you can plan your future for you. No one else can plan it. Like, you can take advice from other people, but things won't play out unless you map it that way. And that's why I can't stay in. And I know this video had been all over the place, so this is kind of like a vent session. I just needed to come and tell you guys that I know other videos on the channel were made about boot camp, this, that, and the third. I do stand by those wholeheartedly, that you definitely should join the military. I do not regret joining the military, because I was able to experience something that I feel like 90% of Americans, or people in general, even in other countries, they don't get to experience. You become so like, your determination, everything changes, your mindset changes, your outlook on life changes, your outlook on certain situations, all situations change. You're able to your approach to life is different, and you're able to bite your tongue more. Because if you're in the military and you're watching this video, you already know biting your tongue is probably the hardest thing to do when you really want to say something. But the military, I feel like it helps train you for certain situations. So you know, okay, if I say this, like literally in your head while that situation is going on, you can literally say, if I say this, will that be the end of my career? And I know that in a lot of civilian jobs, you're not trained mentally. You're like, they don't do mental training for you to be able to react that way. This video dictate whether you join the military or not. If you have plans to ship off for boot camp, ship off for boot camp. I do not regret joining the military. It definitely put me at a different position than people who didn't join. I can confidently say that with my experience in the military, me going to school and stuff like that, my application to a job probably will be looked at over someone who just has retail experience or something like that, or just manager skills or something. I just know for a fact that my application be looked at more. So definitely use the military as a stepping stone. If you have the opportunity to use the military as a stepping stone, I highly suggest it. But don't get in the military and think, oh, life is just crashing around me. I've had things happen in my life, and I definitely stayed in because of those things. I definitely said, okay, I'm gonna re-enlist because right now it's not the time to get out. I promise you, if I haven't given you guys any advice, right, like any advice thus far, if I have not given you guys any good advice thus far, please take this advice. There will never be a good time to get out the military. There will never be a right time to get out. You'll never wake up and say, oh, I feel like, you know, this is my last year. That'll never happen, because the military is too secure for you to ever wake up and think, okay, well, I'm gonna get out the military. You have to get out the military when you have had enough. I promise you, you will be okay. Damien will not be getting out, as far as I know. He will be doing his 20 years, but obviously things can change for him. Damien is more not feisty, and not like, he doesn't have a lot of comments to make. He just kind of goes with the flow. Me, I question everything. If it doesn't make sense, I'm gonna question it. If it doesn't make sense for my junior sailors, and a lot of people on the ship didn't like me for that, and that's okay, because I'm here for my junior sailors. I'm not here for you. So if it doesn't make sense, if it doesn't make sense to me, it's not gonna make sense to them. So I'm not gonna relay that information to them, because they're gonna be confused asking me questions that I can't answer, and I'm probably gonna have the same questions. So I'm that type of person, and he's kind of like, okay, and he'll go do it. And then if it doesn't make sense, at least he can say he tried. Me, I'm gonna say, okay, well, chief, sir, I'm sorry, because you elaborate, that doesn't make sense. I don't want to give information that can be misconstrued a different way. So we're two different people. I'm so glad that you guys finally found your way to the end of this video. Thank you for supporting us thus far. We will be making more videos. I know that we have been slacking, but these last couple of days and weeks have been very, very stressful to myself and Damien as well. And it's been very hard for us to come on camera and post a prank or do one of these type of videos or just do any type of video at all, because it's been really hard. Hope it was helpful, and if you have any questions, please don't be afraid to post them in the comment section down below, and go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It's probably like over here somewhere and I know the subscribe button is over here. Go ahead and subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you get notified when we post a video, and we will be seeing you guys very soon. So without further ado, please have a nice day, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Post notifications.
In the word, right?
Post notifications?
Notification. Yeah. Start over.